Dear colleagues, hello again. We are officially starting the fourth day of our English Coaching Week 2017. So our topic today is very practical. Coaching in action, your first coaching session in English. So we're going to practice a lot. Okay, so first we're going to have a demo session, a public session. So we're going to present all in this session. It will be about 20-minute session and short discussion afterwards, yeah? And then I'm going to divide you in mini groups. So we have some mentors and you're going to work with mentors and do a coaching from different role, as a coach, as a client, or observer. Please, could you write again in our chat, so what role would you like to practice in our second part of our meeting and your level of English? Let's have only three big levels of English, basic, intermediate, and professional. So please write only two words, so your role and your level of English, okay? So I needed to form our mini groups for the second part. Okay, Tatiana, you're going to be a mentor. So that's why you have your role, mentor. Not coach, not client, not observer, mentor. Mentor and observer. Okay, so today we have 12 people, okay? Not so many. Maybe some colleagues are afraid of practicing English, but it's not painful. It's enjoyable with colleagues. Okay, colleagues, please everybody write a role you would like to practice and your level of English. Basic, intermediate, or professional. And one more favor, please, if you don't talk, please don't use microphone. So you can see at the bottom of our platform, you can see an icon with the microphone. Please switch it off if you don't want to talk, because sometimes some people can switch it on and we have some noise. Okay, good. So I see some answers. Please finish your messages if you haven't sent them yet. Okay, we have 16 people. Okay, so colleagues, let's start our first part. Yesterday we talked and we chose a coach and coachee, right? So who is our coach today? Please turn on microphone and say hello to us.
Hi, Dimitri.
Yeah, hello. Hello, Raisa. Yeah, are you ready to be a coach?
Yeah.
Yeah, how do you feel? Are you nervous, excited about that?
No, not really nervous, but it's an English first time and I'm beginner coach, so sometimes maybe I need your help.
Of course, you have all my support and support of our wonderful team today. Okay, so Raisa, what will be your goal for this 20-minute session? Your goal as a coach? Maybe something you would like to train, maybe to ask short questions in English, maybe to ask open-ended questions, maybe to listen to your client. Please choose one focus for your session today. What will be your focus for today?
It's actually general in English, how it looks like, you know, coach. Because talking perfectly in English is different than coaching, you know, so it's completely some kind of experience for me today.
Yeah.
In how to ask questions and active listening for the client and observe what the client wants, you know.
Okay, so you want just to have your first session in English, yeah?
Yeah.
So great, yeah. I think it will be a great goal just to have it and have it in public. It's not so easy.
Yeah, that is actually another thing, you know.
Yeah. But if you don't know any words, Raisa, so you can use Russian words, just a short Russian word, and then I will give you my feedback, okay? Or maybe you can think some seconds and find synonym, simple synonym, yeah, for what you're going you want to say, yeah? Okay, good. Okay, so and our coach is Anastasia. So are you ready?
Oh yes, it's easy. For me, it's easy. I don't believe being a coach in English, it's well, in terms of language, it's a little bit easier part, because even when you don't know what to say, you tend to say like short sentences. Yeah, you ask simple questions, you ask very basic questions. That's exactly what you need to do as a coach. So that's probably even a bigger help. And you definitely practice and elaborate your active listening, because I'm going to be talking a lot and fast.
And fast, okay. Maybe not so fast like for Raisa, maybe a little bit slower.
I will try to, but you know, if you're in the flow, you're in the flow.
Okay, great. So,
nice. It will be challenging for me today.
Wow. So, Raisa, your English is beautiful. I think you will manage it for sure. Okay. Nastya, do you have any questions? Maybe you have some questions before we start.
No.
Okay, colleagues, we have now 17 people, including me. So all coaches, you're going to work as observers, except Raisa and Nastya. So please think about some focus. Maybe some focus you would like to observe in this session. Maybe questions, maybe establishing rapport, maybe powerful questions. Just choose one specific issue, one specific thing you'd like to observe. And then your feedback will be great. Please, you will have some time after the session to give your short feedback. Let's say 30 seconds feedback or 1 minute feedback for our coach and coachee, okay? And of course, for this session, for 20 minutes, please switch off your cameras and your microphones. Let's create perfect conditions for this session. Maybe not perfect, but comfortable conditions, okay? So, Raisa, you're going to have 20 minutes. Are you good at keeping time? Do you need my help?
Okay, I'll try my best.
Okay, please watch the time, because in 20 minutes, I have to stop you, unfortunately. And it would be great if you do it on your own, okay, without my help. But you can see me, so I will switch on my video, my camera, and you can see me. And, okay, it's a signal stop session, okay? So, enjoy the session. Just feel relaxed, and do it. And forget about all people we have in here. Yeah? Good.
Yeah, okay.
See you in 20 minutes.
Cool.
Okay, hello again.
Hello, Anastasia.
Do you hear any music playing from my side? Yeah, I cannot make it lower, otherwise the kid won't let me talk to you. So we'll have this, musical background here.
All right, okay, no problem. So what do you want to talk about today?
Yeah, what I want to talk about today, I decided to choose to go on with the topic which we started yesterday with the third coaching game, when Elena showed us the pictures of people and asked us questions about the roles, and one of the roles I was thinking about. And I chose the role of wife for myself, and I would love to continue thinking about this. I tried hard to make my question for the session simple, and that's how it goes. Well, my weakness as a wife and a mother generally is that I don't know how to be weak, because I have control issues. It's okay for me to be in charge, but sometimes I'm over controlling. So I would like to learn how to be weak, so it feels natural for me, and at the same time teaches my man to be strong and take responsibility.
So I'm hearing from you that you want to be weak. What do you mean by that? Weak.
What do I mean by being weak? Let go of control of everything and allow myself to sometimes to be absolutely, well, I cannot say it's unresponsible. it's very difficult to word, even in Russian. Weak. It's so easy. Weak. I want to be more womanish. And then you need to unpack this again. I'm jotting down some words. So womanish. What does it mean? It means, well, less control. It means more trust that my man can manage and do good without me. So basically, letting them live their life. It's very difficult. It's, I feel like even if I say this, because we live in one apartment and it's sort of our common life, and my style of living and seeing how it should be is very, very different from how they think it should be. So, well, I write it down. So let them live their life, but it's like, it's something almost impossible for me.
Okay, so weak means to use that to be, you want to control less.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and why it's important to you to be weak?
It's important to be weak because when I'm too strong, I tend to break. I mean, myself and people. We use metaphor. And my kid, the older kid, is a very wise chap in some respects, because, well, in times of, well, nearly family crisis, so to say, yeah, when the relationship are not that stable and harmonious, he likes, he somehow sticks to a song, and I sometimes find answers to my questions, to my inner questions in the song. And now he is very much into the song of the Beatles, and the song says that we can work it out if you see it from my side. So I kind of feel it's time to try to see how they see what should be happening, but it's very difficult. It's important because I feel that for my professional growth as a coach, I have to be able to integrate my coaching skills into my personal life. And I have troubles here. And I really, really want to work it out, really.
Okay, so, and how much time do you need to achieve this goal?
I don't know. It's an everlasting, never-ending process. I cannot see any limits of this. Well, starting to try is like yesterday. That's the time to achieve it. So every day doing something teeny tiny, very small towards this full appreciation of how they see the world and letting them live their life and feeling okay with that. I don't think it's possible to set up the date. Sorry.
So for that, to get your result, you want to do something in daily basis.
Yes.
Okay, so what is the best result will be after 20 minutes?
To find at least one action or one idea. No, it should be action. It should be something which I can really do or not do. So decide on one step that will feel natural for me, relatively easy, so I won't feel that I'm betraying myself doing this. Something relatively easy and giving me the feeling of moving towards embracing their idea of how to live their life. So just one something, one idea, one action, one not action.
Okay, so how will understand that after our coach session and you'll get this action?
Well, first of all, I should feel okay with that, without any remorses, inner desire to do like this. And so I should feel I really can do it, and I should feel I will do it. So it should be really simple. and something I would be able to practice today in the evening.
So it's kind of, you'll feel something from inside that you want to act directly to the session.
Yeah, mostly. Right? The inner feeling that I'm capable of doing this.
Okay. So if we'll take a scale from 1 to 10, 10 is after 10 is it's you have action, either you will do or no, and you'll have some insights to do after session. And the first is you don't have any action right now. Mm-hmm. So where you are now in this scale?
Well, wherever am I on this scale? I would say 1, 2, 3. I put myself on 3 is because I've been thinking around this for quite a while, and I've worked out some techniques for me, and I know quite a lot about emotional intelligence and can practice that, but somehow I'm not doing this because it's way too tricky. Asking myself like 6 questions at a time, every time I'm nervous and overly emotional and critical. That's too much, that's too big. I need something small, like this. So I've worked on the issue, so it's 3. And getting this little bit that I would be able to do will probably move me to 6, because everything from 6 to 10 is about practice and time.
Right. So you are 3 now, and what have you already done?
I thought a lot about that. I had several sessions as a client all around this. I studied and even taught people emotional intelligence, so I know the answers might be there in some of the well, everyday practices that you can perform. So I know I have a list of them. I have them. I tried to use them in my daily life, but they are too complicated. Even the simplest ones are too complicated. So I'm looking for something even simpler that will help me remember about what I want to be and what I want to do, about that I want to be weak. Yeah, sort of. Yes, we take this concept as a basis. Something that I want to be weak, and something that will give me understanding that's how this weakness is realized in this very situation.
Okay. And what is necessary for you, to raise at least 1 point on a scale? 10.
1 is not enough. 1 is not enough.
Okay.
I don't know. I just feel that 1 is not enough. If it's 1 now, so from 3 to 4, it's again. Well, keeping thinking about this stuff.
Now, let's say you say you're in scale 3, yeah? So to raise 1 point more, for example, maybe 2 more points, I don't know, maybe 2, 3, 4. Mm-hmm. What to do for that? What will help you, efficiently start moving to the goal?
Starting doing something about it, because so far I've been thinking about it, and learning some stuff about it. So starting doing something will be a step forward. Well, basically, having a session with you is probably already an action, sort of, because I'm bringing this topic up once again now in English in front of a lot of people, and probably this is more powerful process than one-to-one with myself. Probably this is already 4. Okay, agreed. So 5 and 6. So what will move me to 5?
And what do you think? What difficulties do you need to overcome?
Oh, just my patterns of how I think and how I live my life. That's a lot of difficulties.
So it might for you difficult to overcome your thoughts?
Yes, it's kind of stop being me. I don't like myself, yeah, in some cases, but that's how I am now. And changing myself is basically stopping being me. That's how I see it. Yeah, and that's tricky. Well, we have to reformulate it into not stopping being me, but starting being a different me. So like, but well, I know it should be like this, but it still feels like stopping being myself, and that's why it's tricky.
Okay. What about what kind of restrictions can you find on your way? For example, external restrictions.
Oh, restrictions. Every time I start working on this and as I feel I'm trying to behave differently, be a nice little girl, very weak, and telling them, okay, you do as you want. Well, I usually get a sort of sarcastic feedback about that. Because they say, oh, her mom is trying to be a good mommy, ha ha ha. This makes me Garevich, you know. A fire-breathing dragon, because instead of support, I get this, you know, wrong kind of feedback. Well, how to put it in simple terms?
Right.
So yeah, when I'm weak, it's sort of that I'm looking for support. Yeah, when I'm strong, I'm not looking for support. When I'm weak, I'm at the same time start to look for support, and I don't get the right kind of support, which would be supportive for me, and it gets even worse. So this is one of the obstacles, and
okay,
there are probably many more. We can stick to this one.
What do you already have in order to achieve the goal? Maybe knowledge.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm a smart girl. I know a lot of stuff about how human brain works. So that helps me sane. This helps me to stay safe and keep working on this. But what else do I have? Do I have enough faith that it would work? I'm not sure. But probably I do. Still trying. If I still keep trying, what else do I have? Knowledge, faith. I have nothing to do, because otherwise we won't be able to communicate properly inside the family, which is not the way I would like it to be. So I have to do something about it, and I'm the only one who can do anything about it, because my kids and my husband, they don't have problems with them. They're fine. I have problems with that. So it's my part of responsibility. I have to work on this. So nobody else will do this.
Yeah,
and
that's true.
This is something that, well, yeah, that I have that helps me. This is my resource.
And in order to reach your goals, you need space, you need knowledge. You have already, right? And,
yep.
Which kind of opportunities you have, or how can you reach your goal?
Well, absolutely. Every day, people come in the evening, they play, they eat, they go to bed, they don't want to go to bed, they don't want to go to eat, they don't want to dry their shoes. They, like, every single minute in my life is an opportunity to practice something towards my weakness and their responsibility. So, and
okay, except practicing, what else can you do?
I don't know. Frankly speaking, what else can I do? Read more books on the topic? I don't think so. That's probably already enough. Well, probably meet some people who would, well, there is kind of people which makes me feel more comfortable with myself. And when I interact with them, well, let's use this cliche, I'm a better version of myself. But it's very, you know, it's like I cannot see those people every day. I can have those talks with them every day. So it has to be something which comes from me. And see, there is a controversy. I want to take responsibility of me, and at the same time, I'm getting this all responsibility for the changes back to myself. Yeah, saying that I'm the only one who can change the situation. That's a tricky part.
Okay, and which one will give you more satisfaction?
Seeing that my input really makes difference.
Sorry?
So let me reformulate. Seeing which one of those two, like practicing myself and meeting some people who help me grow.
Yeah.
Well, it's easier to act myself. Yeah, it's easier and it's more.
It's easier. It's yourself. You will satisfy.
Yeah. It's sort of. Yeah, I will keep on doing all the same that I do, but my energy won't be directed towards changing them, but to changing myself. So well, and again we come back to practice and finding some easy way of practicing my weakness.
Okay, and what you are going to do for that?
What am I going to do with that?
Yeah.
Here I really want to answer that I'm going to keep talking to you and wait until we really move to this part of the session when we talk not about this preparatory stuff, but about this really little something that I can do. Because now I'm starting to be patient. I really want to get this little something, and we're not moving to it.
Okay. So how can you solve this?
How can I solve this?
What kind of support do you need? Will you need?
What kind of support do I need? That's a good question. What kind of support do I need? Apart from questions, how can I do this? Because if I could do it myself, I would do it already. I don't know. I'm very good with metaphors, both as a coach and as a client. So probably one powerful metaphor which will feel just right would do. If it happens to be created here, and this idea elicited from the metaphor, which we can get, extract from this metaphor would help me to move on at least to 5. Because I have already one pretty strong metaphor about me not liking myself. I don't know how to say it in English. Remember from the Greek myth, there is a lady who has snakes sticking from out of her head. Yeah?
Okay.
And well, I feel like I'm just like her, when I'm overly emotional and critical. So I would like to think of some opposite sort of image, which. No, not opposite. It's a little bit too far. Opposite is a little bit too far, and it's not appealing. Even if I imagine myself with flowers in my head, it doesn't help. So how to get those snakes out without feeling pain? Because now I feel that the snakes don't belong to me, and I can sort of take them out and throw them away. But when I start doing this, even now, it gives me a feeling of them being rooted so deeply in my head that when I try to extract them, it's really, really painful. So something which helps me to, to let them go without me pulling them out hard. They should go on their own. Like, find some other person to live with, or just their nest, have their snake babies away from my head, or some other nice place for snakes. because pulling them out doesn't work.
I want to ask about snake from more and who's owner for that snake.
Well, I keep feeling that that's not me, but they're so deep. Yeah, so that they became part of me, though initially they weren't mine. That's how it feels. And that's exactly why I want them to go to their master, or better, to some nice place where they will be having much better time than in my head, on my head. Yeah, they're not inside, they're outside.
Yeah, but there are should be some resources for those snake, which come over.
Once again, please.
I want to know just for a resource of that snake you're talking about.
Resources of those snakes, they're scary. You know, when they go and everybody does what I want to do, want them to do. That's easy, that's fast way to make them do what I want to do. That's what comes to my mind about resources.
Colleagues, sorry for interrupting. So Raisa, you're 3 minutes late. Okay. If you need 1 minute to finish the session, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. So we have to wrap it up. Yeah, I will do it myself if you don't mind.
Okay.
And you know this last part about snakes and question of resources, which is kind of obvious, but still probably it's different because I'm speaking English. Yeah, it switches on different parts of my mind. So this idea of letting them go on their own to some place they would like better to live, not here. So something here attracts those snakes. So if I find a better place for them or stop feeding them, probably that's a source of food, I don't know. So feeding them here, so stop luring them here, stop making them come here. Probably they won't return, at least some of them.
Yeah, I understood all of that. And the resource for snake is yourself, right? So you have to...
Yes. So yeah, it's a new idea, which actually, if we come back to the scale, to scaling, it moves me on 5. It doesn't move me to 6, because there's still no action. But it moves me to 5 because it's a new idea which I didn't have in my mind so far. So thank you very much.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, colleagues. Okay. It was great. So, Raisa, I don't believe it was your first session in English. It was really awesome, great. And
thank you.
Yeah, it was great. Great questions, great rapport. So what do you think about this session?
It was a nice experience for me, and first time, in English. But background sound was really distracting. I cannot hear very well, Anastasia.
So we had nice music in the background, but it can be distracting for coaches.
Yeah, I cannot concentrate in proper way, which I would, and I get confused a little bit about in last stage when it's about snakes.
Okay.
For the visualization things, and I want to start to what it's called. I forgot English how it will be.
You can say it in Russian.
It's kind of digging,
Digging. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, digging. I started digging about snakes, things, and stuff like that.
Explore. Maybe you means the word explore. You started to explore.
Explore.
Some kind of exploration. Okay, good. So, colleagues, please join us with video. And so Nastya, what about you? What's your opinion about this session?
That gives a funny feeling, really. The trickiest part for me was to try to keep it simple. Mm-hmm. I mean, in terms of keeping myself simple, because I tend to talk too much, sort of boil in my own thoughts. And I believe, for Raisa, it would be a little bit, probably not even the music, but me being not very structural enough, but I'm not structural as a client. Yeah. None of the.
But it's good for challenging, Anastasia.
Yeah,
good for challenging.
Yeah.
It's good.
So yeah, for me it was really tricky to try to be simple and to try to answer clearly, which I couldn't because the topic is not clear for me. But it was a real one, not like special one prepared for you to practice and coach for the first time in English. No, just a real one which really bothers me. So congratulations, you did.
Yeah, colleagues, my congratulations to you. And Nastya, it wasn't your first session as a coach in English, right?
Well, it wasn't, but well, yeah, I'm kind of.
Okay.
I'm usually even more talkative and probably more complicated and use more metaphors and symbols, so I can hardly understand myself from time to time.
Okay. Thank you for being so sincere and open. Okay, colleagues, we have about 5-7 minutes to have short discussion about this session. Okay, I want to give the floors to you. So, and please give us, Raisa and Anastasia, so your short feedback. So maybe, Tatiana, let's start with you. But please be, okay, very short but informative. Possible.
Okay, hello everybody. I like it very much, the sessions. And I like Anastasia talking very much. For me, it really would be very interesting to work with her. And according to Raisa work, should I ask questions or just give my feedback?
Unfortunately, no much time, just your feedback without any questions.
My feedback would be to discuss a little bit more what does it mean weak, because she repeated several times about weak and about trick. And trick, it is very, how I would say, important word for Anastasia, because she mentioned about this several times. And of course, to pay attention more about how to be, because about what she is doing in her family, it is one topic, but who is she in her family, and about just more being than about doing. No, it is my.
Okay, so you mean who level, yeah? Who level, not what level,
yes,
who level.
Yes.
To focus on who level.
And support, it is also a very important word, because weak and support. What about to play a little bit more with these two words?
Okay, thank you. Okay, maybe Olga Gerasimova from Vladivostok. Okay, maybe your short feedback.
I like the session, and I like the metaphor very much, which was in the end of the session. And I think there is great resource in this metaphor if the client will think over about it later. And as for Raisa's work, I liked very much your acceptance of the client, and she was every minute she was very positive about anything what the client was talking about, and I liked it very much. What I can suggest for improving of this session, and I absolutely agree with Tatiana's mentioning for the who level, because this metaphor is already the who level. And I heard one more idea which could be maybe good for exploring. Anastasia said that I want to do something different, but not to feel that I am making bad for me or without any remorse. So it means for me that there is something what she is afraid to lose, and it could be the field of exploring. So this is my suggestion.
Thank you, Olga. Anybody else? Anybody else? Of course, you can write. You can use our chat to give your feedback. Okay. Yes, Alek, you're welcome. Just join us with microphone. Yeah.
Dear colleague,
Oh.
I would like to say thank you for so interesting session. Do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. And I was surprised, Raisa. It was first session, and she chose a very important, very classical question. It's possible, and English in this case helps us. And bravo. And not advice, maybe think for improve. When we hear that our client tell a story, tell a story, maybe we need more brave to stop him, because the story sometimes means that our client knows about their problem, all this, and about what he wants to ask us. Maybe this one. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, Natalia, thank you. So, Oleg, you wanted to give your feedback.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yes, we can, but we can see you. Maybe no video.
Okay. I liked very much this session, and my congratulations to Raisa. It was a very good session with clear, short questions. A coach has confidence in what she was doing. And I concentrated on powerful questions and think that these questions were rather good. As a lack of powerful questions, I think I may ask such questions because Coachy was very control or want to have a good control about her family, about her relatives, and so on. But we can ask what for, what is the goal of this control? Maybe it would help to solve this situation, I think.
Oleg, thank you. Okay, colleagues, sorry, my neighbors are doing renovation, so you can hear some noise. I hope not now.
Okay.
We don't have a lot of time. Thank you for your feedback. And of course, Raisa, my honor for you, my respect for you, because it was a great job. First time in English and it was in public. So it deserves the best compliments from my part and from part of all colleagues here. Yeah, of course, I'm not going to give you my feedback at a deep level because I was concentrating on some technical stuff, on some questions in our chat, but I like it. So, and I join recommendations from the colleagues to work more at who level, using who level more. And from my part, I would give you only one suggestion: to give more space to client. Yeah. So sometimes a little bit impatient. I can understand you. The same was in my practice. Just give more space. Just be patient and give this space to think. Yeah. So I think it's silence and space is very important. Yeah. To explore something. Yeah. But of course, you were thinking you have only 20 minutes. So you
that is the thing.
I think everybody had this experience such feelings. Okay, colleagues, thank you anyway, Raisa and Nastya, for your session. It was a brilliant session. Okay, and of course, colleagues, I have two questions. Okay, the first one, it's not a question. It should be confidential, you know, according to ICF regulations. So please keep it for yourself, for your studies, this session. It should be confidential information. So, and the second one, I would like to ask Raisa and Nastya, if you hear me, so about your permission to use this session for my studies and to publish it on YouTube channel. So, Raisa, what do you think about it?
I'm okay, no problem for me.
You're okay with that? And Nastya, if you could say yes or no?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
You're fine with that? Thank you, because it's great materials for my students, for Russian course.